All right, I'll make sure she's aware of it.
All right, so we didn't talk about 49, which is our favorite program. Let me just, if I can get some kind of idea from you, I know how much more, on how much more we can get done today, or whatever you authorize to try to get done today. Are we able to at least try to get a deal today, or are we got, we still got apart, we can try to get a meeting, or?
I don't know, let me hear what you have to say about wages.
Well, I think I heard from what you guys were saying about trying to get this wage for this fiscal year done. Are we looking at trying to do a multiple year using, your current, pay plan and then graduating to something, in the future for years 2 and 3? And if so, would that carry any, likelihood of the introduction or implementation of a STEP program?
Well, other than the minimum maximums, there is no wage. The last thing that was negotiated was a base wage increase.
Well, I'm talking about your proposal.
Oh, okay.
You have a mid-max program as a result of a study you conducted. And I'm saying if we're looking at a multiple year, then are we talking about, or are we looking at implementing this program for the fiscal year that we're currently behind? And then I hear you mention the reopenings for years 2 and 3.
I think that's what our proposal says.
Yes,
Isn't that how you read it?
I do read it that way, but I think what I left with you last time when you made this proposal, that we would be more interested in a floor and a ceiling. But we're also trying to find out the likelihood of a STEP program in years 2 and 3 and moving forward. Or an absolute definitive answer on where the county stands on STEP plans, period. Because that's gonna help these guys make a decision on a multiple year or your pay proposal.
Well, if you look at our proposed language on 49, as far as the commitment goes, is to provide for the reopening of the
With an emphasis on doing mid-max again?
Well, actually, with an emphasis on the third year, trying to work in performance-based bonuses.
I guess I gotta ask the question, I guess a different way. Is there any interest, or is the county is there any interest in us presenting a STEP plan for any year's federal contract in the county?
I can only answer for right now, that, that's not in our proposal, and therefore, you'd have to read that as being a rejection of the STEP plan that we offered.
I understand that, because our proposal was for a STEP plan, and you have one different than that. I'm speaking of going forward. We were to try to get a deal and take care of the most recent fiscal year, which is all the legislative body could do. We're all talking multiple year. Is there any use of us continuing to have hopes of implementing a STEP plan?
I think the county administrator, Michelle Baker, really articulated the county's position last time with respect to that, giving reference to the historic nature of STEP plans and the problem that they created, when the economic downturn came. And that was not a formula that she was interested in returning to, nor pursuing at this time.
So
I don't know how else to state it. My concern is, and I don't think you're trying to be cute or you're trying to trick us into something, but you made reference to a provision in the contract that required us to negotiate, but didn't require us to agree to anything, and treated it as though it was a promise. So I don't want to do anything to perpetuate that type of relationship where you construe commitments to discuss things as promises to do them, because I'm not in a position to promise to do them.
Well, I won't debate that when you review that. I think the word implement STEP plan means what it means. is there any hopes of making those years a step plan?
I don't know.
But you can't definitively say no, or can.
I can't say no, other than I don't know.
Is there any way for you guys to contact Michelle and give us an answer so we can go forward?
I think I'm just expressing her opinion right now. And I think if you go back and you listen to her explanation at the last bargaining session, you'll further understand her position.
So what would years 2 and 3 look like if you're not talking about a step plan? Would that just be a continuation of a mid-max?
I don't know. We're not there. If I knew the answer to that, I'd make a proposal for year 2 and year 3.
So the only proposal you have for years 2 and 3 is just a
A
reopening.
reopening, that's right. I would like to see language going into year 3 that there would be a commitment to discuss performance generated bonuses. Because I think that's the direction that the town is taking as to its performance-based bonuses. And I don't want to see your members left behind, all their employees in the county are enjoying that by the time we get to year 3 of this contract. They may get it as early as year 2, I don't know. I guess that's an issue that would be discussed and evolved out of this year's budget discussions. And I'm not a psychic, there's
Well,
nothing I can tell you about.
The only thing I want to say, and you're saying that's Michelle's position.
I know it's Michelle's position.
Okay, you know, I'm gonna tell you, the meeting I had, Randy was sitting there. That she said she was not opposed to step plan, so long as we made it performance-based. So to say that there's no way ever, and her position is no, I don't feel is the truth. Remember, when I sat there at that meeting that morning,
I didn't say there was no way ever, I said I don't know.
you said Michelle's position is no step plan, she doesn't believe in it, that's not what she
I'm
told me
talking
about
about here
here.
and now. I'm talking about this year.
It was this year,
Okay.
was it not? You were sitting there.
I think it was this year or maybe last calendar.
During this bargaining session. So I was led to
That's
believe
what I'm
something.
here to deal with.
That's all I'm saying.
If I knew the answer for year 2 and year 3, we'd have a proposal.
And it has performance-based measures in it, it fit within the budget, and we didn't have any further feedback on anything. And it was all based on discussions that we had at the table.
I understand your position. I hope you understand our proposal.
In an effort to get some of these off the table, if we were to TA your 2912 proposal in exchange for Articles 26, 34, and 48. Are you in a position to take care of that today?
26,
34,
34,
and 48. Yeah. 26 is annual leave, that's the current,
So we want the status quo on that?
no, we're asking for the slot.
For the increased time.
Not the increased time, but to increase the slots.
Okay.
We gave you a proposal that shows holiday pay would be current.
Status, it currently is status
Status
quo.
quo. And then 48, Article 48 is power classification. We're just looking for our proposal on 930.
And you would package that with accepting our wage proposal?
Well, here's my other part of your raise proposal, my other question to this. If, even with these reopeners, and I left you with the concept of a floor and a ceiling, and you thought that was something you guys could work on, what did you get on that, or where are you at on that?
Our answer is no on that, because that's basically building in an automatic increase of pre-negotiation.
So there's
So
no,
we're conceding our position in a reopen negotiation.
so there's no commitment.
There's no commitment on what we're doing.
So we're just looking to do, raises year by year.
That's correct.
That 2912 is Article 23 by law.
I understand your package right now is the county's wage proposal. Article 23, which is the 2912.
Yeah, we offered the 2912, which is Article 23.
Your slot language on 26, the status quo on 34, and your proposal, your last proposal on 48. But that leaves unresolved some big issues for us, which is your drug testing, the personnel reduction, and the disciplinary appeals. So unless you could come up with, unless your package includes accepting our position on those, we can't wrap it up there.
All right, anything else? So we need to reschedule, keep going, what do you guys want to do?
If that guy well negotiates with all other counties, I wonder what his opinion is of this one.
See much more we can do.
2 weeks from today? 22nd? Earlier in that week? The 22nd, by the way, is the lead into Memorial Day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a Friday.
21st? Yeah.